The winner of the SBS Cycling Central Elite Female Road Cyclist of the Year is Rachel Neylan.
I have never ever been so proud to ride my bike, to inspire young women across Australia, to stand in front of you this evening and to celebrate being at the forefront of a truly magnificent, magical sport.
Rachel, tell us how you got into cycling and into racing.
Well, I got into cycling through the National Talent Identification Program, actually. It was 2007 and I was travelling as an Australian physiotherapist for the Australian rowing team. You know, I was wearing green and gold, but it was actually a bit of a strange feeling because I wasn't wearing green and gold like I always envisaged as an athlete. So when I got home from this trip, I started to research women's cycling opportunities in Australia, and after some conversations with some AIS staff and sports scientists, then I decided to apply for the SASI Talent Identification Program, and then moved to Adelaide in a month later and started training on the bike. So it all happened really fast, but it was an informed decision.
Well, so now you're a fully fledged cyclist. What's your favourite thing about racing?
Bike racing is so complex. You know, it involves physical, it involves mental, it involves emotional facets of performance, and there's never ever one thing that's consistent. Once you feel like you achieve proficiency at one facet, then it's time to start working on another thing. So I love how there are so many different elements involved and so many different challenges. I think that's one of the most special things about bike racing.
Rachel, you're a silver medalist at the World Championships, but it's been quite a journey getting there. Tell us about 2012 and where you ended up.
2012 has been quite a whirlwind. It started off well with my podium at Nationals in January.
Rachel Neylan!
But the year wasn't exactly how I envisaged in Europe. A little bit of an under-resourced team and lack of exposure to racing, needing to find my own race bike in July. So, a few little hitches along the way, but once I got selected into the team for Worlds, it was such an amazing feeling, and really, really so honoured to represent Australia for the first time. And then, doing the race, I was, got into the breakaway and I was doing my job, and I was really proud and really happy. And then, with 2 laps to go, the responsibility fell on my shoulders, and I thought, wow, okay. I had to sort of start thinking about a medal. My whole mentality had to change from being a worker to saying, okay, this is me. This is my responsibility to bring this medal home for Australia.
Rachel Neylan has given this as much as she can to try and ensure a medal in these World Championships.
It was just all on. So I knew that I had to do something big. I can't explain what sort of a feeling it was going up the cowboy the final time. It was just an incredible feeling.
Rachel Neylan is going with it. Marianne Vos is the champion. Second place, the ride of the day, Rachel Neylan of Australia.
And crossing the line, it was the best feeling of my life. So, so proud.
And in the presentation, we saw you with your hands on your face, just utter disbelief. What was going through your head?
Well, it was utter disbelief. I couldn't believe that I'd gone from really, such a difficult season to, to making the World's team, then to, making that decision at the right time to be in that good position, to get into the breakaway, and then, everything that unfolded along the way, all of the decisions that I made during the race. I was just thinking about the whole thing when I was standing there on the podium, and I couldn't believe that I'd done it, that it had all come together, And I guess there's been a few people who have questioned along the way, I'm new to cycling, have I been picking it up well enough, and, with my race tactical ability, and I was just so proud to have have achieved that and to show everyone that I am capable. The proudest thing was just watching the Australian flag come up and standing there in green and gold. It's a dream come true.